Hey, how's it going, you guys? Hopefully all had an amazing weekend. Today is Monday, so welcome to the week, and we have so much to talk about today. Lots of craziness in the news. So in the last video, you guys were asked, where are you watching this video from? Like, where are you guys from? And this is what you all said down here. Today's common question of the day is, what is your biggest fear? So jumping right into it, breaking news that's happening right now. And I'm talking about flight TNG267. That was carrying 54 people vanished over Indonesia's Papau region. The plane lost contact around 6 a.m. after takeoff in Santia Airport, which is located in Indonesia, and it lost contact with air control about 33 minutes after takeoff. Officials said that there's 44 adults on board, 5 crew members, 5 children, and infants. The immediate and families of the victims are so confused on what's going on. How can a plane just disappear? Well, officials have reported that the wreckage of the plane has been found by residents in the village of Etobicoke. Around 150 rescuers headed to the area, but the search effort was reported to have been postponed due to the very bad weather, and it was nighttime, so it made the search very difficult. Papau is an area that is covered with the vast amounts of jungles and mountains. There has actually been many planes that have crashed there, and the planes that have crashed have never been found. So I'll keep you guys up to date when there's more information about this story. Alright, here's another plane story for you guys. Emirates Airline just announced that they're going to have a non-stop service from Dubai to Panama City, which will be the world's longest passenger flight. So the duration of this flight is going to be 17 hours and 35 minutes long, and the flight is set to take off February of next year. There was going to be a 19-hour flight from Singapore to New York, New Jersey, and this is back in 2013, but that flight was canceled. And you know what? I don't know if I'm totally comfortable flying on a flight that's so damn long. And there's several reasons. First up, can a flight 17 hours have enough food there to feed me? I mean, I'm gonna get pretty hungry. And also, is there gonna be more than one pilot? Because is he able to stay awake that long? Because if not, we're just gonna be flying until we hit something. And lastly, I'm not claustrophobic of tight spaces, but being confined to a chair for 17 hours or more? God damn. Okay, now before we talk about yet another plane story, let me take a break from that. Let me take you guys over to the box office and let me tell you what happened over the weekend. So Straight Outta Compton just came out and they brought in $56 million. The movie takes place in the mid-80s in California based on a few people who revolutionized the hip-hop culture with their music and their stories about their lives in the hood. So the movie is pretty much based on Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Mick Ren, and DJ Yella's life. This movie beat out Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. That movie's in its third weekend. It brought in $17 million. The movie now has a total gross of $138 million. Okay, moving on to Uzbekistan Airlines, where officials have just announced that they're gonna have weighing machines around the terminals. Well, these weighing machines aren't for your bags, they're actually for you to hop on there because they want to know your weight. And this is because they're gonna have a weight cap. If you weigh too much, you're not going on board. The airlines don't want bigger people to fill up 2 seats because we all know that there's been so much talk about that. Is it fair for bigger people who take up 2 seats to not have to pay, or should they have to pay? Well, this airline just says, you know what, if you're too big, you're not going to be on board. Officials have also said this is necessary to exclude passengers pretty much to capitalize on as much profit as possible. And this isn't actually the first airline to do this. Samoa Air became the first airline to weigh passengers back in 2013. So just letting you guys know that yesterday was the anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. He passed away on August 16th, 1977 at the age of 42 years old. Definitely way too young to go. If he was alive today, he would be about 80 years old, and this right here is what he would look like. This is a pretty decent looking guy still. Okay, so we all know Obama raised the first ever Cuban flag and opened up a Cuban embassy on American soil for the first time since 1961. Well, just days ago, the American flag was hoisted over the reopened US embassy in Cuba. This marks the end of the Cold War era. The embargo has been lifted, and the two countries are ready to forget about its past and just move forward. It's just so nice when the world comes together. Other great news is the US Secretary of State in Havana, John Kerry, issued a plea for a democracy in Cuba, getting rid of the communism. Currently, there's 5 communist countries we have right now, that being China, North Korea, Laos, Vietnam, and of course Cuba. These are all countries ran by their government and people have no say, they just have to listen. And a lot of times what happens is the whole country is just poor. So I really do hope that Cuba just drops its communist state and just grow and develop as a country. Okay, so quickly I just want to talk about this massive explosion that took place in China. Let me show you guys the video in which I'm talking about.
哇，末日楼都在晃，需求啊！我靠，原子弹吗？这是。
I was super scared when I saw this. I was shocked, confused. I didn't know what to think. Is this a terrorist attack? I mean, is this real life right now? What just happened? This is one of the biggest explosions that I've ever seen. Is this World War III? Families right now are demanding answers in Taiwan, China. The death toll is currently 112 people. Among those dead were 21 firefighters and also an unknown number of people missing in the blast. As of Sunday, more than 50 people have been rescued, including a 19-year-old firefighter who was on the ground for hours with burns and a cracked skull until he was found. There was black smoke everywhere and confusion and fire and flames. It was a bad time. Some reports said it was a chemical warehouse that exploded. The blast carried the equivalent of more than 20 tons of TNT that left more than 700 people injured and thousands of people now homeless. I mean, all the pictures you've been seeing in the video, it looks like something from a movie. Just a horrible, horrible movie. Well, there you guys have it. That's all your news for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think of this video. I mean, there was just a whole lot of news, a whole lot of information. This was a crazy weekend. So much to report on, but if you guys enjoyed these videos and you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. That way, as soon as I make a video, you guys would be notified right away. And if you guys want more videos right now, there's 2 of them waiting for you over there. Okay, bye.